They had not understood about the loaves. Their hearts were hardened. Now think about that for a minute. Were they evil? No. Who are we talking about? The disciples. The ones that he'd given them power. The ones who'd gone out, healing people, casting out devils. They had just seen him feed thousands and thousands and thousands of people with 2 pieces of fish and 5 loaves of bread. But their hearts were hard because they didn't understand the miracle of the loaves. The King James says they didn't consider the miracle of the loaves. They didn't understand what was going on. They probably didn't understand that Jesus is always going to be Jesus, that it is in his nature to provide. Maybe they didn't understand that he was representing the will of God now under this new covenant, and that it was always God's will to provide. Maybe they didn't understand that. Maybe they didn't understand that Jesus is the bread of life. You know what I mean? I mean, what didn't they understand? They didn't understand it to the point that their hearts were hard. They didn't understand who God was. Maybe they understood, I can't make enough money to do that. They didn't understand that Jesus is not limited to how much money you can make. They didn't understand that Jesus is not limited to whatever is rolling around in your little brain. Mine too. See, they had not joined together in their mind who God is. They had not joined together in their mind. It's in your spirit, and sometimes it's even in your heart where you're confident and you believe that God is who he says that he is. But is it in your mind? Have you put together in your mind who God is in your spirit? That's where understanding comes in. And it's understanding that's peace-based, that's not carnal logic. And when I say carnal, I don't mean evil. I mean it's physical. Like to say, we're going to have to work half a year to pay for that, Jesus. That's carnal thinking. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily evil or sinful. It's just like, I'm limited. Carnal thinking is natural, physical thinking. Spiritual thinking, oh, Jesus, you'd like for me to do this? Here we go. And it's like you guys remember the Raiders of the Lost Ark movie? And Indiana Jones is out there and he's got to cross the chasm. And he's like, you know, he closes his eyes and he steps out. And then from the right perspective, oh, there's been a bridge there all along. But from where he was standing, his point of view, he didn't see it. That's carnal thinking. Shift your paradigm. Shift your point of view to Jesus' point of view.